Howdy YouTube, Immortalium here, and today we'll be discussing Codename Sailor V, which I read during the week. What was my opinion on this? Well, it was enjoyable. You know, I enjoyed it. First of all, the art I quite like. I guess one thing to note is, I'm not really sure how to describe it. You see, the women in older anime, I think, for some reason their jaws just seem a lot bigger, you know? Just their, I guess, chin just seems a lot more bigger, you know? I'm not sure how to describe it, but the art is very nice. I really like the kind of big-eyed kind of art and all that jazz. And of course you can see the very complex looking action sequences there, which is very lovely, like it's very well done. And another good thing is, of course, we get a little bit of color page at the beginning. Now, it's only at the beginning. It's just how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 color pages, and that's it. For this one, and I'd assume this one. My opinion on the stories in it, a bit hard to okay. I guess what I should say about the stories is that, first of all, they're episodic, you know, really, and any character development is, for the lead character, Minako Aino, is relegated to basically the very last chapter. Basically, that's the only place where she actually develops as a character. Throughout the rest of the series, it's just basically, you know, an event occurs, usually involving an idol, because Minako's mad into the idols, and a villain shows up, a villain that lasts only that one chapter. Minako comes up against them, and very easily, I might add, it's quite shocking how easy that she does all this. She'll come across them, she'll beat up the minions that they generally have, and she'll go, you know, what was this? Crescent beam! And in a page, they're generally dead. So the battles are very short. Actually, the fight with the minions generally lasts longer. Once she reaches the main bad guy, she generally defeats them with a single attack. Which is annoying, I think. Because there's a lot of... Okay, I know that maybe it's not to everyone's taste having big, long, drawn-out battles, but I like those battles, you know? I like the big battles with the big strategies and all that, and having, like, you know, the main villain wiped out in a single move is kind of, I don't know... It just seems like a cheat, in a sense, you know? It feels like cheating. One thing, though, I have to say that's very positive is the use of comedy in it. It's quite funny, which is nice. Minako, while she doesn't develop and is a little cliche, she there's a lot of great little kind of funny stuff done. Quite often involving her pen. Let me just find what the pen was called again. Basically, it allows her to change form, so she can transform into a person, and generally those people are generally of a... Well, they help her, but they're of a comedic nature. What was it? There was... I think the very first time she used it, actually, it was very funny. Just give me one moment now, and I'll get it. Huh. I'm not sure where it is. Okay, I'll just keep looking for it, but I'll keep talking about it. Oh, wait. Okay, this isn't the one that I was talking about, but it's got what I needed. She basically she shouts. Oh, it's not a pen. Okay, no, she shouts "Crescent Power Transform," and she turns into, for instance, here, a GI fighting girl. And basically she goes mental whenever those happens, and then she very quickly turns into her Codename Sailor V right after, generally like 2 pages after. That's another issue with this, actually. There is a lot of formula, you know. Once you, you know, read 3 or 4 stories, you start to see a pattern develop, you know. Oh yeah, here it is. I think this is the first time she uses... No, it's not. Anyway, another instance of her turning. She turns into a policewoman, and she acts all sexy despite being only 13 and all that. And then, a few pages later, she turns then into Codename Sailor V again. And that is the problem. An event happens, generally involving her friends. The villain shows up. They take over the friends or whatever. She turns herself into a thing like this one here, a Sentai heroine styled warrior. And she then goes up, she beats up the minions, she comes across the villain, she activates her crescent beam, destroys the villain, and everything's sorted out. And that's how it works. Each story, basically. So that is a dilemma, you know, there's no tension there, there's no... It kind of gets a bit monotonous after a while. I'm pretty glad I didn't read this all in one go. What I basically did was I just read like 3 or 4 chapters each night, and that kind of works out better. One thing I must say, despite the repetitive nature of it, it is quite addictive, you know, you want to move on to the next chapter, despite knowing what it's all about. Because of the art style, which is very nice, very detailed and very well done, particularly with the eyes. I'm a sucker for big anime girl eyes. I really like them. Like Arena Tanimura stuff and all that. And the comedy. The comedy is another important thing, which I really like. And of course Minako is a nice character, even though she doesn't really develop until the end. And basically all that happens at the end... Actually, maybe I shouldn't spoil it. I won't spoil it for you guys, but basically, in the very last chapter, she develops finally. And that then helps lead on to Sailor Moon, which I have yet to read. So keep this in mind, actually, that this is all my opinions before reading Sailor Moon. I'm going to start out tonight. Only finished Sailor V last night. So, if I had to go over the Kodansha versions of this, because I think, yeah, Tokyo Pop never released the original Codename Sailor V. They only released the Sailor Moon. The translation, I've heard a lot of, you know, issues about. But I had no issue reading it. I thought it ran fluidly enough. There was some very clever, smart lines, which I thought were very funny. And the ones that kind of involved her turning into something was quite often used to punctuate it, you know, to emphasize it. And it was very funny. And then at the end, you have your translation notes, which are very nice. The second one here has like 4 pages of translation notes, which is very good. And over here, now there are some bits, I think it mentions Comiket at one point, and I'm thinking to myself, it probably should have explained what Comiket is, even though I don't, like I myself know, 3 pages here, even though I know what Comiket is, there are probably a lot of people who might get these and not know what Comiket is. I didn't come across Comiket until, well, how many years? A year or 2 into getting into anime and manga. So yeah, that's my main stuff. So in summary, okay, first of all, they're very good value, because they're priced about the same amount as a normal manga, yet you get about 80 pages extra content, which is good. They are addictive. They're very lovely drawings, you know, very detailed, very nice, very fluid. The character of Minako, while she doesn't develop until the very last chapter, is very appealing, very funny, amusing. But the stories are formulaic, even though there are some good stories there. Like, I really liked one about a mangaka. Even that one was formulaic. And I knew what was going to happen, how it was going to end, etc. And the villains, of course, are very, very underdeveloped, considering they only appear in 1 chapter. I guess that makes sense, but still, you know. So, do I recommend this? They're fun, is how I put it. They're pretty much turn your brain off and enjoy them for what they are. They are fun. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention actually is there are a few cameos. Actually, mainly in the first volume, I find ironically, of the lead girl from Sailor Moon, Usagi. Now they're cameos. There's no she doesn't even meet Minako in these, so it's not like if you skip this, you're gonna lose something, I guess, with Sailor Moon. Now I've yet to read Sailor Moon, so don't blame me if it turns out or something that they have some kind of relevance. But as far as I can see, there is no relevance. It's there purely just, you know, to go, oh, it's Usagi, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Yeah. So, yeah, I recommend them. But don't go in expecting anything earth-shattering, despite what Sailor Moon would then go on to do, which I have yet to read. So, yeah, I recommend them. And thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe. Give your opinions of Codename Sailor V. I know one person who will be popping in and going, you know, she'll be rocketing in with her own opinion. That's the, what's her name on YouTube? She comments on most of my stuff, so... so, yeah. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.